I'd like to call to order and welcome everybody to the commission meeting of July 17th, 2023 of the Limestone County Commission. Ellen, would you please call roll and welcome?
Commissioner Barksdale.
Here.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Here.
Mr. Townsend.
Here.
Thank you. Let's say, Derek, you want to lead us in our pledge, please? I will. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Commissioner Gatlin. Yes, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, sir. All right. Let's see here. Y'all ready? The first thing on the agenda, I'll ask for a motion to approve minutes from July the 3rd, 2023. To have such a motion.
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Barksdale to have a second.
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Townsend. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Next on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve claims in the amount of $1,246,474.05. Do I have such a motion?
Make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Gatlin. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Townsend. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Have we got a conflict of interest or anything on front of the commission body today? Besides me being appointed, I can't vote for myself.
You can't vote for yourself.
I don't think y'all typing on somebody else. So, all right. All right, anyway then. No conflicts. Moving on resolutions and orders. I'll ask for a motion to approve a resolution for the early redemption for the 2010 warrants. Do I have such a motion?
I will gladly make that motion.
Motion by Commissioner Barksdale. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Townsend. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Second on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve a resolution for work with the City of Athens on Moyers Road and Oakdale Road, up to $160,000 on Moyers and up to $102,000 on Oakdale. To have such a motion.
Make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Gatlin. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Barksdale. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Contracts, agreements, and grants. First thing on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve a contract between the administrative directors of courts and the Limestone County Community Corrections Program for court referral officer services for the period of October the 1st of 23 through September the 30th of 24. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Townsend. Do I have a second?
Second.
I'll go with Commissioner Gatlin on the second. All right, any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Second on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve the Limestone County Community Corrections to apply for a grant from AOC for fiscal year 2024 for problem-solving court funding for family treatment court. To have such a motion.
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Gatlin, second.
Second.
I'll
Second, Commissioner Townsend. I think he done said it down there. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Fourth on here, or third, I'll ask for a motion to approve the chairman to sign an annual certification stating that Limestone County Community Corrections Program is compliant with the statutory requirements as specified in sections of the Alabama Community Punishment and Corrections Act of 1991, and it was amended in 2003 and 2015 to certify its requirements for the fiscal year 24 ADCO contract. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Barksdale. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Townsend. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Next on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve to apply for a grant with the Homeland Security Grant Authority for security cameras, and this is a 0% match to the county. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Barksdale, second by Commissioner Gatlin. Any discussion? No discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
All right, I'll ask for a motion for the two budget revisions as listed below, discussed in the work session.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Townsend, to have a second.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Gatlin. Any discussion? No discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. We have no emergency purchase board appointments. I'll ask for a motion to approve to appoint Chairman Colin Daly to serve as on the 2023-2024 HCCA Legislative Committee. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Townsend to have a
Second.
second by Commissioner Barksdale. Any discussion? No discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin.
I'd have voted no. Thank you, sir. Thank y'all.
Nice to have a bond.
Well, I appreciate y'all and thank y'all for the opportunity. All right. So, motion carries unanimously. Award of bids, I'll ask for a motion to award a bid to Donahue Chevrolet for 10 full-size SUVs in the amount of $34,984.76. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Gatlin. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Barksdale. Any discussion? No discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Motion, and for the record, that is each, that is times 10. I know it's just that's for each vehicle. All right, motion carries unanimously. All right, personnel action. I'll ask for a motion to approve to hire Charles McGrew as a part-time litter patrol driver in District 4, effective on July 18th, 2023. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Townsend. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Barksdale. Any discussion? No discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Second, I'll ask for a motion to approve to hire Keegan Laxton as Equipment Operator 1 in the Engineering Department. Tentative start date will be July the 18th of 2023. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Barksdale. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Townsend. Any discussion? No discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Third on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve to hire Josh Hudson as a part-time laborer in District 1, effective July the 18th, 2023. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
All right, motion by Commissioner Gatlin to have a second.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Barksdale. It's Hutchison. I don't know why I think I said Hudson, but anyways. Any discussion? No discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Fourth on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve the staffing plan to add one part-time laborer, grade 4, under the recycling department. To have such a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Townsend. To have a second.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Gatlin. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Number 5 on here will be to approve the job description for a part-time laborer in the recycling department. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Commissioner Townsend. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Gatlin. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Merit increases, we have several. I'll ask for a motion to approve the merit increases.
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Gatlin. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Barksdale. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Gatlin.
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale.
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. At this point, the engineer, Mr. Massey.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We have 5 subdivisions for your consideration today. Red Hill Road subdivision, this is a replat of lots 1 through 11. This is a minor for preliminary and final affecting all 11 lots in District 4. We have Brigadoon West Phase 3. This is a replat of Lot 2B. It's a minor for preliminary and final affecting that one lot in District 3. Brigadoon Highlands Phase 2, replat of Lot 90A. This is a minor for preliminary and final, creating 2 lots from the one in District 3. Briar Patch Subdivision Addition 1. This is a replat of Lot 47. This is a minor for preliminary and final, creating 2 lots from the one in District 2. And Blue Spring Park Subdivision number 5. This is a replat of lots 58 and 59. This is a minor for preliminary and final, consolidating that into one lot in District 4. consideration.
All right, I'll ask for a motion to approve the subdivision request as submitted by the engineer, Mr. Massey.
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Townsend. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Barksdale. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Other business, I'll ask for a motion to approve to sell the following items on Gov. Deal out of District 3. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Gatlin. Have a second.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Barksdale. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Gatlin?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. And second on here, I'll ask for a motion to remove the following from inventory from EMA. Do I have such a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Commissioner Townsend. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Gatlin. Any discussion? No discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin?
Aye.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Next on here, I'll ask for a motion to approve the, to work to tearing down a house located at the Veterans Museum property and hauling to the landfill with a cost of dumping being reimbursed by the Veterans Museum. The commission finds that this work will accomplish a public purpose and benefit the community at large. To have such a motion.
Mr. Chairman, since you made good on the promise, the quid pro quo, I believe I'll make that motion.
All right.
Just for the record.
Just for the record, the quid pro quo was asking where a plaque went out of the courthouse. I mean, it's not like it was.
I knew I could get
Thank you,
him
Chairman.
shook up.
Y'all had the attorney sweating there for a moment. He done turned red up there. Yeah. So it was just a simple ask to go where something went, and it already went to the Veterans Museum. So, all right. So you made the motion. All right. I need a second.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Gatlin. Any more discussion? You're supposed to wait till this talk about that.
Well,
Yeah, you talked a little out of. You got a little off of. You didn't follow Robert's rules of order there. So anyhow, any more discussion? No more discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Barksdale?
Aye.
Commissioner Gatlin?
Aye.
Commissioner Townsend?
Aye.
Motion carries. I think that's the reddest I've ever seen Drew.
Drew got a red right there.
He got. I mean, he liked to crawl. I thought he was gonna crawl plumb out of the seat over
I
there.
think he calls me his problem child.
I think I concur with him on that. I think. Anyhow, all right. So, we have no scheduled public hearing, report of officers, and for the record, Commissioner Samet had a doctor's appointment this morning, and let's keep him in your prayers as we all been lifting Commissioner Samet up. And so, Commissioner Barksdale.
Well, this year is kind of it's historic year for Limestone County in that we've probably paved more roads in the history of the county thanks to the American Rescue Plan. I think by the time this paving season is over, each district will have made tremendous strides towards the condition of our road infrastructure. And I'm grateful for that, but we've got about 30 years of catching up to do. So we need to continue the trend that we've started. That's all I have.
All right. Thank you, Commissioner Barksdale. Commissioner Gatlin.
I don't have anything, Mr. Chairman.
You mighty quiet.
Mighty quiet today.
Wow.
Well, I can find something for you, but I'm like Danny.
Commissioner Townsend.
You can't make his face any redder than I did.
I think you have succeeded on that.
You have. We're finishing up Easter Ferry. I think they're doing the shoulders today and tomorrow. Maybe try to get those finished up. And they're going to move to Schoolhouse Road and get that one. And I think they're moving out of the district then. And where are they going to? They're going to Yarborough Road. So they'll be coming to Darrell's district then. So I want to thank y'all for the hard work the engineering department's doing over there. Just want to let the citizens know, please be careful over there and watch the guys that are out on the road. We've had not really no close mishaps, but I mean, that new road, people are driving a little fast now, I think. So just watch out for the guys out there. And I want to take a second. I want to thank, I know we got budget hearings today, but I want to go ahead and thank all the department heads for the hard work they did on getting their budget situated and coming in. And I know we got a big group coming in today, but I just want to thank them because that's a lot of work that they have to put in. And, of course, they hand it over to Emily, and then Emily's got her hands full then. So but I just want to thank them for the hard work they put in, because I know it's a lot of work. That's all I got.
Commissioner Salmon, we're in public comment. Do you have anything you need to say today?
Just sorry I'm late.
No problem. Hey, it is
I
no
don't
problem.
set the doctor's hours, you know.
No, I know.
But anyway, now on my report, if you would, I'd like to just, engineering's working on that Sand Springs Bridge that collapsed on us last week. We'll be bidding that. When we're gonna bid it, Mark?
I don't know yet, but we're putting together some plans.
Okay.
I don't have a date yet.
Okay. All right. And then other than that, I appreciate Commissioner Townsend sending a bush hog over, helping us on it. We're kind of having problems with it, keeping up with the 100-degree weather and the humidity. So
I understand.
anyway, I appreciate that. And I guess that's all I'd have, Mr. Chairman.
All right. Thank you, Commissioner Salmon.
No.
Glad to see you. Good to see you. All right. So, did you finish up?
I'm done.
Okay, you're done. Okay. All right.
Sorry.
Oh, no problem. Good. So, like I said, echo kind of what Commissioner Townsend has said. I was going to speak on that in a minute. We have budget hearings coming back at 1 o'clock, or is it 1:30? Is it 1 or 1:30? 1:30. 1:30 today. Have several today. We went through, and I want to thank, like he said, all department heads. I know, and a lot of times, we throw these budget numbers out there. A lot of people think that that's the amount of money that each department spends. That's just a budgetary item, and I don't think we hardly ever have a department that goes over budget. Most all of them stay in budget and do a really good job, and a lot of them, that's turn money back in and stuff. So, I mean, it's really, this is just numbers we hope we can operate within the year, and I want to thank all the department heads. I mean, it's every department works as a log chain to make this wall pull together, so thank everybody. So anyhow, and I want to thank, KLB, even here earlier, we was talking about recycling. I want to thank KLB, for they have turned over the equipment that they had and all, and that's all working around, so good deal. And mud volleyball was this weekend. I'm trying to get Derek to play a team with us. Johnny Turner was up there. We couldn't get a team up. The sheriff wouldn't play with us. We didn't have enough for a team, so nobody would play with us. So I was willing, but just didn't. I had my shorts and everything on, but couldn't get the team up.
We're going to go and sign up for next year now, what?
We're just going to sign up for next year now. The commissioners are having a mud volleyball team, and the sheriff and all that's got to play too. So anyhow, no, but I will thank him for the Relay for Life and all that. So, it's always that national, day we got to talk about. Today is National Get Out of the Doghouse Day. So, Danny, you have got to work hard with Drew to get out of the doghouse.
I bet I do.
This couldn't have happened on a better day. National Get Out of the, I don't know how you go get out of the doghouse for Drew after what you pulled. He might just, I don't know.
He may disown me, man.
He'd probably disowned him. But we have the State of the County coming up Wednesday morning at 8 o'clock. I want to thank the Chamber for hosting that every year. We will be doing that, and all the commissioners will be there, so we will do the State of the County Wednesday. And it's, and the one that hit close to home was, on the national days. It's National Day. It's National Global Hug Your Kids Day. And if you got a kid, hug it, because you don't know what it's like. You can't hug them. Thank y'all. We will adjourn. We will recess. We will not adjourn. We will recess. Let me get out of the doghouse with Emily. We will recess till right back here at 1:30 for the budget hearings, and we'll recess and we'll adjourn from the budget hearing around 3:30.